welcome to Exam Bay. My name is Arpit Sharma and I've been selected as Assistant Audit Officer in Comptroller and Auditor General through SSC CGL examination 2016, and today we are going to discuss about the post in general as well as the strategy which we all can follow, and some of the fine points which are required to do well in the exam. So first, something about me. I cleared this exam while doing a job, already being in a job. So I had my shift timings from 9:30 to 5:30, so I had to manage time after my job. So working people can easily clear the examination, provided you have to work hard, and the time management is the key. You have to devote time in hand with you, because you will have time in evenings, during evenings and during nights. You have to judiciously explore and utilize. So let's start about the post. This is the gazetted post, introduced first time through SSC CGL in 2016, and 2017 also has this post. The advertisement we've given, so it has the post. Now Assistant Account Officer has also been introduced this year. So as I've already said, this is a gazetted post. In terms of salary, this is the highest paying post and a very well reputed post. So you all can think and you can plan to prepare for the post. So let's start. So the basic pay, joining basic pay is 47,600, but when we join maybe in November, December, or maybe later, so the DA would be around 9 to 10%. So the basic pay would be more than 51,000. So the in-hand salary will come around, it's obviously more than 60,000. And there's a traveling, it's a touring job. You have to go to different government offices, different PSUs, different financial units of the government to do the audit work, and you are paid very well for the audit. So these are some of the perks. So this is a good job. So I started preparing for the exam in 2016. Before Tier 1, I prepared for around 18 to 20 days. I devoted some 18 to 20 days, and I took leave for 10 days. And before taking leave, I had already completed the syllabus for Quant, English, and General Awareness. The syllabus is very wide, and yes, you have to prepare well. You have to like if you take history, do some subjects like history, geography, which are static in nature. You can do them. You can do the basic topics. You don't need to go in deep. Okay, there's a lot of material available online in this regard. Then in those 10 days when I took leave, I solved as many mock tests as possible for me, which gave me the advantage in the exam, because I managed to improve my speed, and some of the questions I knew the concepts. I knew how this question would be done. Okay, so I avoided confusion. Sometimes a confusion may happen, and you can you will end spending some 4 or 5 minutes in a single question, which just requires 1 minute. So this is lack of preparation. And if you prepare well, then you can easily you know how this question has to be proceeded. So this is the way. After Tier 1, I checked my answers, and I got to know that I am getting more than 160. So I got 162.5, which was a good score. Still around 3,000-4,000 students, odd students were they were before me. They did well, they did better than me. Then Tier 2 is the main examination. It is the main stage. It is the do or die stage. You can survive, you can easily thrive if you could not done could not do well in tier 1 because tier 1 is of 200 marks, but tier 2 is of 400 marks, even if you are aspiring for normal post. But for AAO there is an additional paper of finance and economics which is of 200 marks. So for tier 2 I took leave, some 10-15 days leaves, 2 weeks leaves, and in those 2 weeks I was already preparing for quant and English, and in those 2 week leaves I prepared for the finance and economics paper. So what I did was, I had no idea because I'm from engineering background. I had no idea about accountancy. I had less idea. I had idea about economics, but not much. Okay, so I had chosen because I thought this is a government examination, this is SSC CGL, and the most reliable source of making questions for the government exam are the NCERT books. So I fetch NCERT books. I took some NCERT books. There's an excellent NCERT book on accountancy for class 11th and 12th. You can choose that. You can download these book online. For microeconomics and macroeconomics as well, you can download the books. So as far as accountancy is concerned, NCERT is the best book. You can see the topics like GAAP. We have fundamental principles and basic concept of accounting, then generally accepted accounting principles, then we have books of original entry, bank reconciliation, journal and ledger, which are the original books of entry. Then we have trial balance, rectification of error. So this is the syllabus. This is, if you break down the topics, you will get some 21 topics. Okay, and all the topics, around 19 topics out of these 21 topics, are very lucidly explained in NCERT books. And if you read them, just make some crisp notes, like for balance sheet, what is a balance sheet, what purpose it serves, okay, what are the elements of balance sheet, and then you have trading account, what is a trading account, okay. Then there are some numerical questions which you can face, like some questions related to bills of exchange. If you go through these topics in the book, okay, you will find some numericals in the book itself. These are easy numericals and you can easily do them. Okay, if you get the concept clear, you can do the numericals. Not even a single accounting question will be asked numerical. Not even a single numerical accounting question that prepare the account and what is the this and that. So simple theory questions will be asked. Yes, conceptual clarity is required. Some conceptually difficult questions will be asked, as was the case in 2016. So you have to prepare yourself. I got 129 out of 200 just because I prepared the topics for 10-12 days for accounting. So in NCERT, I read the chapter, I made notes, and I revised those notes. Okay, so this was my strategy. I revised the notes 3-4 times, and I took for some topics I took help from Wikipedia. There is a site called Investopedia. There is a site called Earthpedia. So you can easily take the help of internet, and you can easily prepare all the topics. The questions will not be very difficult, and if you have revised well, you can easily get hold of the questions. Then coming on to microeconomics. Okay, microeconomics, first you have to understand what is microeconomics and what are the elements of microeconomics. We have two types of economics, like macro and micro. Then the topics are theory of demand and supply, production possibilities curve, central problems of an economy, meaning of factors of production. So there are some curves also. So the questions will be asked conceptually, like if income of a person is increased, what is the effect on production possibility curve, like theory of consumer behavior. So some questions will be asked. If NCERT is an excellent book, if you go through the chapters, you will find all the topics of the syllabus, and just read them once. They're simple curves and you can make notes. Making notes are very important. If I get a chance, I will try to upload the notes in as a slide or as a PowerPoint presentation in a subsequent video. I will try to do that, and I will try to explain the topics. If I find time, I will try to find time for that. Okay, then we have microeconomics. For microeconomics, NCERT is very good. Then come to macroeconomics. You can follow NCERT, as well as there's a book called Ramesh Singh. It is for a UPSC exam, but the chapters and the topics are very lucidly explained in a very easy way. Okay, and you can go through them. Like inflation, the topic of inflation is important from the exam point of view. Then the topic of banking topics are very important. Then you can go to like taxation is important, budget is important. These are all given in the syllabus, and you can easily prepare them. Then there are two topics for CAG and Finance Commission. You can do them from internet. Okay, like what is the term of Comptroller and Auditor General, what are the qualifications, and what are the mandates of Comptroller and Auditor General. If you open the site of Comptroller and Auditor General, the mandates are all mandates are mentioned, like which accounts Comptroller and Auditor General is mandated to audit: state government accounts, central government accounts, Consolidated Fund of India, like local bodies, in which case CAG has to audit local audits. So these are some things which are given there. So you can easily prepare 1 or 2 page notes for both these topics, and you will get 2 to 3 questions from these topics. The questions will be easy. Okay, and in this way you can easily prepare. Just the thing is to make notes. The key is to make notes. If you can make note, your notes will be you will have 50 to 60 page of notes. Then you don't have to open book again and again. You have your notes, you can carry them anywhere. You can read them as and when you find time. You can read them in the mornings, you can read them in the office. I used to read them in the office, and some topics I got the grip of on some topics, and they served me very well, and I was able to answer them very quickly because I knew the concepts. Okay, cutoffs this time were very high. Nobody expected the cutoffs to be this much high. I expected it to be around 610 to 615 out of 800, but it went up to 644. So you have to prepare for the best, and because the competition is getting higher and higher. Competition is getting tougher and tougher each passing year. Okay, so this you have to keep in mind. Revision is very important, and you can definitely prepare in the evenings. If you have any query regarding this yet, then you have my email ID info@gmail.com, info@gmail.com. You can just mail me, or you can leave a comment. I will definitely answer your query, and if you need any study material, I will try to provide the study material. I can make the PDF or something, because I have notes are good. So we'll see about that. Till then, just for the subsequent videos, please subscribe the channel. Okay, and all the very best for the Tier 1 examination. Right now they are going on, and all the very best. Keep up the good work. Thank you.